Gatlin Downey in the 37, bringing us to the green.
Can Mitchell Collins get A1?
Gonna win, and Ben Crouch is gonna take the win here at Pocono.
Side by side, it's gonna be a walk away.
Huge push on the outside, 19.
Heading down to the stripe, it's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38, winning.
Moves him up. Here comes Jesse Orski to the inside.
What's up everyone, this is your boy NSRacing95 AKA Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to race number 4 on the season for season 1 of the NIRA K&N Superspeedway series. We are here at Orlando International Speedway for the 4th race on the season, and we are racing at this racetrack for the first time ever in the NIRA. This is also the track that will be running for the finale. So these guys might want to learn some stuff, some keys and tricks going into this race for the finale. This is the 4th race on the season, and it will be 30 laps around this unique Superspeedway, 3 miles long. It's like Daytona, but it's flip-flopped. Instead of going around the track making left turns, you are racing around this track making right turns. So it's going to be very different and very unique, but it's going to be pretty fun. 3, 4, and even 5 right at times. It's going to be a good one here tonight in Orlando, Florida. So, last time out, Ben Watson won race 3 on the season at Auto Club, and he is in 11th in points as of now. Speaking of points, here is the top 10 in points going into race number 4 on the season. Bronson Minnick has a 7-point gap over Mitchell Collins. Matt Singleton is in 3rd, 16 points back. Osman Hamid is in 4th, 17 points back. Walker Davis and Justin Lightning are tied for 5th, 24 points back. Stephen Thompson is in 7th, 26 points back. Daniel Boyles is in 8th, 28 points back. And then Mike Thompson and Joshua Hyatt are tied for 9th in points, 29 points back. So it's still very close here in the Superspeedway series, and there are only 3 races in. And with that being said, it's going to be a wild race here tonight at Orlando Superspeedway, and all 42 cars will get word to life here, and we're set for a wild show under the lights in Orlando, Florida. Here is the top 10 starting positions for race number 4 on the season here at Orlando International Speedway. Travis Crampton starts on the pole, and alongside him is Stephen Collin in the number 4. Row number 2 is the 22 of Mitchell Collins and the number 9 of Noah Clifton. Row number 3 is the 99 of Francois Chastain and the number 6 of Dave Bazuki Sr. Row number 4 we have Madison Tall and the 19 of Jenny Sanford. And rounding out the top 10 is the number 33 of Jacob Thibodeau and the number 44 of Trey Smith. So it's going to be a wild race. 30 laps here tonight, 90 miles. It's going to be wild. And at the end of the night, only one driver will be able to win the first ever race at Orlando International Speedway in the NIRA. But who will that be? We just have to wait and see. Coming off of turn number 4, the pace car will dive onto pit road, and that will leave the field in the hands of Travis Crampton and Stephen Collin. Race number 4 on the season for the K&N Superspeedway Series is green at Orlando International Speedway. Mitchell Collins will lead lap number 1, and it's a 2-car breakaway right now between Mitchell Collins and Amanda Miller, at least trying to. I don't know how well that's going to work out, because Miller tried running the outside lane and that's not going to work. This is not like Michigan Auto Club. You can't run the high side here and make up speed. As you see, 3 and 4 wide throughout this field already. Francois Chastain to the race lead now in the number 99, and here comes the point leader Bronson Minnick in the number 3, trying to get maybe a bonus point and get by the 99, but he won't be able to get there, and Francois Chastain will lead lap number 2. And now the 12 of Bradley Ream, he is going to the race lead, and he has help from the Armory Digital winner, Logan Williams. 3, 4 wide throughout this pack, almost 4 wide right there. 5 wide is going to be the trouble situation at this racetrack. Is plenty wide enough for 4 wide, but once they go 5 wide, they are doomed. Here comes the 43 of Osman Hamid. He's going to try to take the race lead away, and he should be able to. He has help from the 20 of Owen Miles right behind him. Never mind, Miles trying to get by, but he can't make it stick. Hamid out front. And now 3 Joe Gibbs Racing cars are on the inside lane, and all 4 of them are up front right now. Owen Miles, Jake Galloway, and Evan Hunter all in a single file train leading this inside lane. And then Bobby Frazier is in the middle, right behind the 43. And Owen Miles will take the race lead away here at Orlando, but for how long? Because now all 3 almost all 3 Joe Gibbs Racing cars went 3 wide for race lead, but Evan Hunter is going to help Jake Galloway get a bonus point and take the race lead away. But now Evan Hunter is going to try to get to the inside, but Jake Galloway is going to block his teammate in the number 18. And speaking of Joe Gibbs Racing, here comes pretty much the satellite team, KBM Hobbush Motorsports. The 77 of Matt Anderson, 3rd in points coming into tonight. He wants to have a good one in this one, but Jake Galloway and Joe Gibbs Racing just dominating up front right now. 3 of them in the top 4 and 4 Toyotas in the top 4. And speaking of Toyota, here comes Keyshawn Richardson in the 87. Another Toyota working his way up to the front. It's about to be the top 5 being all Toyota right now. So Toyota apparently has something figured out here at Orlando. But Evan Hunter will take the race lead now on lap number 6. Only 5 laps in out of 30 here tonight. And this whole pack all bunched up. Less than 1.3 seconds from each other. And now Matt Sanderson trying to get a bonus point and lead this lap, but the most recent minute, Ben Watson, he's up front now. He's trying to steal a bonus point away from Matt Sanderson. But will he get it? I think he does. No, he did not. Matt Sanderson actually got that bonus point. And the number 77, here comes the 29 of James Funn. The 14 of Luke Ray. The 34 of Trey Wright is up here with that brand new paint scheme. A lot of cars up front right now here at Orlando. Ben Watson still trying to take this race lead away from Matt Sanderson. And Quentin Moore will, not Quentin Moore, but Ben Watson, excuse me, will take the race lead away from the number 77. And the amount of Toyotas up front is absolutely insane. Because now we have the 24, the 14, and the 29 all up front now. But right now it is one of the few Dodgers in the series leading the field at Orlando on that number 8. Big question is, when will the big one strike? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And right now we've been clean and green 8 laps in, and looks like Luke Ray will leave that lap number 8 here at Orlando. And now Quentin Moore in the 79, he's gonna get stuck in the middle of 4 wide. Thanks to Daniel Voiles, Walker Davis, and Bronson Minnick. 2 LCR drivers, Minnick and Thibodeau, have found each other, and now they're up front 4 wide. This is getting really intense right now. 4 wide, almost 5 wide. But 4 wide, like, oh boy. I just had to say something. That's 5 wide. 5 wide at Orlando, but it looks like they're going to settle it back down. And now here comes Walker Davis in the number 10. Nope, he's not going to get there. And Daniel Voiles, excuse me, will lead that number 9 here at Orlando. But Bronson Minnick, he wants to see if he can get a bonus point this lap and lead a lap. Bronson Minnick, the point leader, he's been really consistent this season. It's hard to say that with it being a Superspeedway, but he's been really bad fast. He is going to try to take the race lead away from Voiles and Davis. And looks like he will do just that. Bronson Minnick out front, but Walker Davis got a good one out of the 12 hole, so he's still gonna have a shot. 5 wide, right behind these guys. Oh boy, the amount of 4 wide is insane. And they are going to go 5 wide and crash at some point in this race. It is just a matter of when, not a matter of if. Here comes Mike Thompson out of nowhere. And right when I say that, there they go. The 12, the 2, the 4. Luke Gray flipping wildly down the banking. The 43, the 2, the 60, the 15, the 01, and the 14 of Luke Gray is absolutely destroyed. And there it is. I just had to say something. And a massive crash here at Orlando. Bronson Minnick won the race back to the line in the number 3 for RCR. Make sure that these guys do no funny business. Hopefully we are good and no stupid crap happens. Looks like we are good. They don't crash on the pace lap or the yeah, so we are good in that side of things. And a massive crash here on lap number 11. Actually on lap 12 I should say. Wait no, lap 11. Here at Orlando Superspeedway. And Bronson Minnick won the race back to the line. But Luke Rainey absolutely destroyed, barreled several times in 3 and 4. Wild ride for that number 14 for TriStar Motorsports and for Luke Rainey. Unfortunate for that team, but they will just have to move on to Michigan next time out. No one should be pitting, besides the cars with damage. Mitchell Collins, Josh Williamson, James Funn, Logan Williams, several cars destroyed, but I think we're still going to have a handful of cars left on the racetrack for the second half of the race. So that's a good thing. We will go back green this time by, but before we do, let's see if what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here at Orlando Superspeedway. And for race number 4 on the season in the K&N Superspeedway Series. Here we go, this is what happened going into turn number 3. It did not work out 5 wide in 2 places. The 01, the 29, the 14 all got into each other. 14 got turned by the 29, and then 60 and the 15 got involved in back of the racetrack. The 14 hits the outside wall so hard that he gets up in the air and actually slides on top of Josh Williamson here at Orlando Superspeedway. The same thing happened at Las Vegas, but he got a car landed on top of him. So Josh Williamson trying to beat the Ryan Newman of the NIRA, already getting landed on twice, but then a wild ride for Luke Rainey down the track, and then both Penske cars got involved. The number 2 of Chris Moffitt, Osman Hamid, Logan Williams, and Zach Aguilera all involved. About 8-10 cars involved in this one. The first caution of the night, and it is for a big time crash in 3 and 4, especially for Luke Rainey and the number 14. Following along with the 14 of Luke Rainey. And there you have it. That is what brought out the first caution of the night here at Orlando Superspeedway for the K&N Superspeedway Series. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the restart with Bronson Minnick back out front here for race 4 on the season. Welcome back here at Orlando Superspeedway for race number 4 on the season for the K&N Superspeedway Series. We will go back green on lap number 14 out of 30, and Bronson Minnick will be the race leader. Mike Thompson second, Francois Chastain third, Walker Davis in 4th, and Jenna Sanford in 5th. The only car out is Luke Green. 41 cars still out on the racetrack, back green on lap number 14 at Orlando. Mike Thompson tried getting a 1 on the outside lane against Bronson Minnick, but it did not work out, and Minnick still out front. For how long? Because here comes Chastain. Francois Chastain to the inside with a great restart. He's going to take the race leeway down the back stretch here at Orlando. Gonna take these guys a lap or two to get bunched up again, but once they do, oh boy, it's gonna be wild. Trey Smith with a massive send. He just gained like 7 or 8 positions in one lap, and he's gonna lead lap number 14 here at Orlando. And speaking of Superspeedways, Jonathan Scott in the 00, he won this year's Autism Speeds 500 at Talladega. He knows a thing or two on the Superspeedways, trying to get another win here at Orlando and the NIRA. And speaking of Scott, there he goes. He's gonna go to the race lead from help from Brett Sealer, it looks like, in the number 31. And here comes the poster, Travis Crampton. He's back up here in that number 40, inside the top 5 now. But Jonathan Scott, he's going to try to take the race lead, and he does here at Orlando. Brett Sealer is going to challenge for that bonus point, but he's not going to get it. Jonathan Scott gets the bonus point for leading that lap, and we are halfway through race number 4 on the season at Orlando Superspeedway. 15 laps down, 15 laps to go for the Canon Superspeedway Series. Here comes Stephen Thompson in the 24. He's going to battle for this race lead. And if we just take a look, there's a handful of cars that have lost the pad due to damage and stuff. Looks like about 8 or 9. So the last car in this pad is 7 of Mike Thompson, I believe. Yeah, it's the 33 of Quentin Moore. Well, the 79 of Quentin Moore. So there's 33 cars in this lead pack. Everyone else has fallen out of this lead pack. So 33 drivers to have a shot at this race win, and we could very well have another big time crash. This race is far from over, and we do have that new 2-lap caution period package now. So if we get a caution less than 5 laps to go, we will have a green light checkered. But Royals is out front once again, and not Keegan Thompson, but Keyshawn Richardson. He's gonna take the race away from Daniel Royals, and here comes Marolo. Here comes Baselli in the number 16, trying to help Keyshawn Richardson in the number 87. Owen Miles back up into the mix. Noah Clifton, Osman Hamid back up in front. And oh boy, 5, why they have to be careful about this. They have to be really, really careful. But they're going to fan it back down. I thought I heard someone scrape the wall, but I don't think I did. And here's the thing, I don't know if we will have lap traffic if this race stays green from here on out. We might, but we might not. Baselli is out front in the number 16, but here comes Owen Miles in the number 20, trying to take the race lead away. And here comes the guy that we have not seen always long. The number 30 of Christian Focus. And oh, there they go. The wrecking. Big time crash. The 5 is in it. Bronson Minnick, Benny Watson, Brett Sealer, Bobby Fraser. Travis Crampton might have got a piece of it. The 23 was involved. And there is the second time of the night. Make sure that they don't do anything stupid. And they do. There goes the 7. The 77 also got a piece of it. So that's unfortunately going to take out the 7. And all good breaks under caution. Trey Smith, Travis Crampton, Walker Davis. All good breaks galore. So unfortunately, that's gonna knock out Travis Crampton and the number 40 stuck on the apron. That's one bad thing about Orlando, is that these guys tend to check up under caution, and unfortunately that's going to take out a couple of good drivers out of this one here at Orlando Superspeedway. But it will be Owen Miles leading us back to the green here at Orlando Superspeedway. But before we get to that, let's see if what happened to bring out the second caution the other night in race 4 of the season for the K&N Superspeedway Series. 5 wide striked once again. Ben Watson got into Bronson Minnick and he just turned the 54 and around they went. 24 involved, the 43, the 31, the 89, the 3, the 20, the 40, the 44, the 23. Great influence from Jacob Thibodeau. Brett Sealer, the 19, got a piece of it. Scott Upton got damaged. This was the big one. This was the bigger one. Brett Sealer, Bobby Fraser also involved. The big one striked here at Orlando Superspeedway, and unfortunately it's going to take out a handful of drivers who might have had a shot at the race victory here tonight. Following along with the 89 of Benny Watson. And there you have it. That's what happened to bring out the second caution of the night here at Orlando Superspeedway. And with that being said, let's go with it and get back to the restart with Owen Miles leading us back to the green here at Orlando Superspeedway. Welcome back here at Orlando Superspeedway. We will go back green with 9 laps to go for race 4 on the season. There's not going to be too many cars out, but Trey Smith is out due to ankle brace. The 5 of Justin Linley is going to be out, and Travis Crampton, I'm not too sure about him. But we will go back green with 9 laps to go. Owen Miles leads us here at Orlando. Noah Clifton tried getting to the inside, but he couldn't get there quite yet. But here comes Christian Vargas with a massive one and the number 30. Where did this guy come from? I don't know where he came from, but he has a rocket ship right now. Where did Trey White come from? In the number 34, he got a great restart. Now he is drafting him with Sean Richardson. Joshua Hyatt with a great restart. Dave Bazuki Sr. with a great restart. Quinton Moore with a good restart as well. This race is far from over though. Coming to 8 laps to go. That is still a long time. That's 8 minutes almost around this racetrack. Anything can and will happen. Focus led that lap in the number 30, but can he lead it at the last lap? Keyshawn Richardson is going to get forced up into the middle by Bizuki Sr. And here comes 700, the number 18. He's going to have a shot here at Orlando, but maybe not, because Quinton Moore going to make it 4 wide for third position. First watch Chastain, Eli Bright out of nowhere. He's still left in this lead pat, not against Scott, Madison Tall. Stephen Thompson with a destroyed back end, he's still in this lead pat. The 19 and the 74 might be able to rejoin in this lead pat. But this race is far from over. Anything can and will happen. But Focus looking awfully strong in this number 30 for Turner Scott Motorsports, leading the field from the hope up to 6th here at Orlando. Here comes Evan Hunter and the number 18, his development driver, Jeremy Baylor. He already has won twice this season in the Powerway Truck Series. Now Evan Hunter wants to get a win for himself here in the K&N Superspeedway Series. Has a massive one, gonna try to get by Fergus on the outside lane. I don't know why he did that, but that's gonna cost him. Quinton Moore, Eli Bright, and Scott. 3 cars in a row looking together, and now Quinton Moore, he will take the race leeway. I believe he's trying to get his 6th win in the NIRA, and if he does that, then he will make it a 3-way tie between Roger Way, Christian Russell, and himself, the winningest driver in the NIRA. But one driver that's been really consistent and kind of quiet in the NIRA, Eli Bright. I'm sorry, sticky keys happened. But Eli Bright, as I was saying, a very consistent and very quiet driver. Trying to get his first win on the season. Not against Scott though. He's going to try to take the race lead back from Eli Bright. And here we go, 5 laps to go, 15 miles left. Still a long time here at Orlando. Here comes Madison Tall in the number 32. We haven't really seen her that much here tonight. Not against Scott with a massive block on Tall, but she's gonna peek her nose below the 00 and will take the race leeway, coming to 4 laps to go. This is far, far from over. Mauro Baselli, I should say, trying to take the race lead, and he will. Here comes Sanford in the 19 now. She's trying to take the race leeway, and we haven't seen that 19 all night. And how about this guy, the 74 of Corey Smart? We haven't seen him all night long. Now he's up front late. Noah Clifton's up front late. Andrew Miller's up front late. Foyles is up front. Joshua Hyatt, a lot of guys that we haven't really seen all night long, and I have just been playing it safe and smart. They now have a shot here at Orlando with 3 laps to go. Baselli blocks the 74 and blocks the inside lane, but I don't think he's going to be able to block all 4 lanes at once. A chess match between the 74 and the 16 right now. When will Smart make his move? There he goes off with turn number 2. That's when he's going to make it. Oh boy, have to be careful. That was almost 5 wide. So towards the back of this pat. They need to crash this lap if they wanted to have a 1 lap dash, but now it's going to be over. It's going to be over. 2 laps to go at Orlando. If we get a crash, that will be it. with this caution package. Andrew Miller out front, Jacob Thibodeau out of nowhere. Dave Bazuki Sr. out of nowhere. And we caught with the 29, he's gonna split up the pack. That just ruined a lot of guys' chance at this race win. Now it has split up into 2 different packs, and we are gonna catch up with more lap traffic, 4 lap cars on this final lap. I didn't think we were gonna catch up to lap cars, but we will. Thibodeau out front. Jake Galloway though, he won the most recent, well not most recent, but he won at Las Vegas in the Rebel Cup Series. Now he's trying to win in the Canyon Superspeedway Series. Here we go, white flag, final lap here at Orlando. How much will these lap cars play into a factor? Less than 3 miles left. Oh boy, they're gonna cause a little bit of oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're holding up this entire pack. This entire pack's getting absolutely screwed right now. Thibodeau might have this race win. He blocks Foils, but Foils might peek down underneath him. Oh, Owen Miles. Foils. Miles. Miles out of nowhere is gonna steal it here at Orlando. Holy smokes. Those 4 lap cars played a big time role. I thought Thibodeau was gonna get it, but then Foils got to his inside. But then Owen Miles, he just decided to eat it on the inside lane. He used the pick, and Owen Miles gets his first career NIRA win here tonight at Orlando Superspeedway. What a race, and what a job well done for this number 20 team for Jokers Racing. Owen Miles win number 1 in his NIRA career. Wow, what a race here at Orlando Superspeedway. Holy cow. Owen Miles gets the job done. Foils 2nd, Thibodeau 3rd, Chastain 4th, Galloway 5th, Thompson 6th, Clifton 7th, Moore 8th, Hyatt 9th, and Balselli in 10th. 32 cars finished on the lead lap. Logan Williams, Josh Williamson, Bobby Frazier, Brett Seaver, James Gunn, all one lap down in the Trey Smith, Travis Swift, and Mike Thompson, Justin Lane, and Luke Wayne, I should say, all DNF here tonight at Orlando Superspeedway. What a race! That was really wild. And Owen Miles, that 20 for Jokers Racing, gets the job done here at Orlando. Thank you guys so much for watching. Race number 4 on the season for the K&N Superspeedway Series. Next race for these guys will be Michigan next time out for a triple header weekend. Yeah, for a triple header weekend. So that's gonna be really fun, really fun. Hope you guys can check it out. That's gonna be a good one at Michigan. But we are not done yet this weekend. Last night we had the Power Truck Series race at Chicagoland. Tonight we had the K&N Superspeedway Series race at Orlando, and tomorrow we will have race number 6, I believe, for the Rebel Cup Series. The Quet 1 Bank 400 at Chicagoland, 67 laps of action. That's gonna be a good one tomorrow, right here on the NIRA channel. Make sure you check that out as well. Congratulations to Owen Miles on getting his first career win in the NIRA, winning here tonight at Orlando Superspeedway. And until next time, congratulations to Owen Miles on getting the race win, I'm NSRacing95 AKA Nathan Stapleton, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
You crossed